Hi, my name is Tacy Apostolic and I live in Weaverville, North Carolina, just outside of the infamous Asheville. And this is my clay studio, Red Door Arts. Come on in. Check out my latest creations. They're called komainu in Japanese, or lion dogs. I was inspired to make these by having lived 15 years in Japan. And during that time, I worked as an apprentice for a ceramics artist studying Japanese clay techniques, namely wood fire. And I have incorporated some of those techniques in these pieces. Let me show you quickly how I made them. This is a building form, actually used for pouring concrete, and this is PVC pipe. I use different sizes and shapes of PVC pipe depending on how large a dimension I'm needing. And what I do is I stretch large pieces of clay by hand, and then I take that clay and I roll them around these forms. And then I set the forms upright, and I seal that seam, and then I pull the form out, and now I have a self-standing clay cylinder. And I let it set up for a little while, get a little bit hard, and I take what are called ribs, and from the inside I start to form the shape of the body. I push out the belly and I start to form the chest, curve the back, and then I do the same thing for all 4 legs, and then I attach everything. And then eventually I will, as it sets up a little bit more, I'll add more clay slabs, or I'll roll some coils, and I'll start building on the form as though I'm building a large jar on a potter's wheel. And eventually I'll do the same thing by adding a cylinder for the head, sitting on the shoulders. And then as things dry up, I stretch a little bit from the inside, I add pieces on the outside, I carve them. It's quite a long, ongoing process. As a matter of fact, one piece, to complete one piece, it takes an average of about 4 weeks. However, they're not done yet. They still have to be fired. And what that requires for me to fire these large, heavy pieces is a special type of kiln. It's called a car kiln. And what a car kiln is where the floor and the wall of the kiln, the door of the kiln, are built on wheels that set on tracks. And I roll the door out, and I set these heavy pieces on shelves on the floor of that kiln, and then I roll it back in, seal it tightly shut, and fire it. Now, in order for me to build a kiln like that, it will require a bare minimum of $12,000. And that's where you come in. I'm asking for your help. I'm asking for donations to build that kiln. And what that would allow me to do is to not only complete these pieces, but to make more. I would love to continue to make these on a commission basis, and it would allow me to fire all types of clay work. Check out my website and see what else that I do. And just as importantly, it would allow me to fulfill another passion of mine, and that is to teach ceramic classes here at my studio at Red Door Arts.